Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got another Daily Motor First. It's our first ever full EV range and highway economy test on the 2020 Hyundai Ioniq electric. So as you can see here, we are about 3 minutes away from being 100% charged in this car. We're going to head out for 50 miles on the highway, come back 50 miles right back to this spot, to this charger. We're going to plug back in and let the vehicle charge all the way up, figure out the total amount of charge used, and then take the total mileage, divide by the electricity used, and get a miles per kilowatt figure, as well as a total range ability on the highway at 70 miles per hour in a Hyundai Ioniq electric. And we're doing the best to mirror how we do this test with gasoline vehicles, going out, traveling at 73 miles per hour in an effort to average 70 miles per hour, climate control set at 73 degrees, coming back 50 miles, and filling up, if you will. The differences are we're leaving from a different location, still should be about 100 miles by the end of the test. Tire pressures are set to their door placard, 36 psi in the front, 34 in the rear. It is a little bit chilly today. It's 52 degrees ambient temperature outside, so that will affect range slightly. And as I said before, we will be running the climate control at 73 degrees auto in eco mode. That being said, we are preconditioning the cabin, so when we leave here for the test, the cabin will already be at 73 degrees. It's at 73 degrees right now. It's been preconditioning for about an hour, so it's good and toasty in here, exactly how we need it to be. And as soon as we get a full charge, we're going to head out, unplug the vehicle, and get on our way. I'm not charging any devices in here. There's nothing plugged in. I will have the screen on. The lights will be in auto mode, so I don't think they should be running once we get out of this parking structure. And we're going to drive in eco mode. There is an Eco Plus, but that would limit our speed to 60 miles per hour as currently configured. So we are going to leave that off and just go in eco mode. And before we unplug the vehicle, I'm going to go in here and reset our tripometer settings. And it looks like right now we are full. Remaining time, nothing, 100%. The car has taken about a kilowatt right now, but that's probably for the climate control. Going to reset energy consumption, reset that accumulated info. Now, unfortunately, our GPS will not get signal until we get outside of the building, so I am going to reset it, but it's not going to start until we leave the parking structure. So I'll add 1/10 of a mile onto our final distance traveled. Okay, now that the vehicle's charged, we'll hop out, unplug it, and get going. Now we've got about maybe 1.5 miles to get to the highway, so I'm just going to drive nice and easy to get there, just like we do with the gas cars. Right now it's saying we've got 168 miles of range, but that's going to be based on how I was driving when I got here, which was very gingerly, saving as much battery as I could so I didn't have to sit at the charger quite so long. And when we get on the highway, the goal is not to be hypermiling on this test, but rather to see what sort of range you can realistically expect if you wanted to travel somewhere on the highway in your Ioniq at 70 miles per hour. So we're not going to be drafting, we're not going to be taking drastic measures to be efficient, but we're also not going to be hammering on the gas and accelerating unnecessarily and things like that. So I do need to add 0.4 miles onto our GPS because I see the car's tripometer here 0.5 and the GPS is 1. Highway on-ramp, let's see if we can't carry a little bit of speed. Go right up to the tip of the eco meter there. We're gonna have to give it a little more juice than that to get up to speed safely. Oof, this thing does not want to go 70. Doesn't help that we're accelerating uphill here, but remember, we'll get that hill back when we come back. Come on. Come on. Not only that, but the car speedometer is about 2 miles per hour below the GPS, so we really got to push. Okay. Cruise. Okay, cruise control set at 74 miles per hour, giving us a GPS speed readout of 73. Ambient temperature 54 degrees. We are cooking along. I'll pop in if anything weird happens on the road, but other than that, enjoy this time lapse. I'll see you at the end of the video. Coming into the final miles of the Electron economy test here in the Ioniq Electric. I'm mildly satisfied with the results we've been seeing. According to the car's computer, we're doing 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour. That was up above 4 for the first half of the test. And I don't know if maybe it's wind direction or elevation change or what, but we did fall down to 3.8 by now, and we're just about done with the highway portion. I do think there was also there's more traffic in the first half of the test, so getting a little more drafting. But we have averaged 70 miles per hour over 90 miles. So good to see there. A little bit of traffic here in the final miles. According to the very nice electricity use screen provided in the Ioniq, we see that 94% of our electricity has been used by the drivetrain, 5% by climate, and 1% by electronics. Now, from my experience, you're pretty much never going to get rid of that 1% from the electronics. Like I said, I'm not charging any devices or anything like that, but just running the gauges and radio and that sort of thing in the car. It's about what you're going to get. Climate, pretty straightforward. You could take 5%, you could add 5% to the usage here in the car, the range that we see, and that's what you get without running the climate. You can also see that when the car is fully charged on this screen, it shows you what your current range is, and then if you were to shut the climate control off, what you'd be getting. 38% battery left after 92 miles. Really not too bad. So we're going to drive back to the charger. We got a mile left of highway, and then about a mile and a half off the highway, get back to the charger, plug it in. According to the vehicle, that should take, at this point, 4 hours and 15 minutes to charge full, but probably be even a little bit longer than that by the time we get back. So probably 4.5 hours. We'll plug it in. I'll go and kill some time. We'll come back and see what our final kilowatt hour readout is, and then divide that from the total miles traveled, which should be just under 100. Looks like the car's tripometer is a little bit off as well. As you remember, when we first started the test, the vehicle was 0.4 miles above the GPS by the time the GPS clicked in after leaving the parking structure. And now the GPS is at 93.0 while the car is at 92.0. So overall about 1.4 mile difference. So we'll go with the GPS figure when calculating total miles per kilowatt hour. So as you see there, average speed still 70 miles per hour on the highway. By the time we get to the charger, I'm sure that'll be down to 69 or 68. Highway comfort was good, no problems. I suppose probably, I'm glad there's a little bit of adjustable lumbar support. I could have gone with just a little bit more comfortable seat back over that trip, but noise was good. Sound quality is really good on the audio system. If you want to see more on that, I'll put the link in the description to our Harman Kardon audio system test on the Ioniq plug-in. Should be the same for this vehicle. Ambient temperature is up to 55 degrees, so still not exactly balmy. Average speed coming to the end here, 68 miles per hour, about what we expected. And there we are. There we are, plugged in using the ChargePoint 240 charger. Let the charge begin. Already up to 6 kilowatts, it's saying 4 hours and 50 minutes to 100% from 37. So away we go, and we will be back to calculate our total when we get back. Fast forward 4.5 hours, and we have a charged Ioniq. You can see a beautiful blue Tesla Model 3 is also taking advantage of the electric vehicle charging here at Washtenaw Community College. I was alerted by the ChargePoint app, letting me know that after about 4.5 hours, the charger had added 26.36 kilowatt hours, and that it was done. So, let's go through the process of completing this. Going to unlock the car. Unlocks the little charging component. 26.374. It's lonely in here, except for Alyssa, who dropped me off. 95.8 divided by 26.37, giving us a total of 3.63 miles per kilowatt hour. Now that's a good bit lower than the 3.9 estimated by the car. However, we can assume that through level 2 charging, we had about probably a 90% efficiency rate. So if we take that 26.37 and multiply it by 0.9, the car actually probably only took, let's say, 24 kilowatt hours, because some of that energy is lost into heat, it's lost into the charging infrastructure. So now let's do 95.8 divided by 24, and that gives us 3.99, or rounding up to 4 miles per kilowatt hour. Really not too bad. That would give us, this is a 38.3 kilowatt hour battery times 4. According to the math, you could expect to get about 153 miles at 70 miles per hour on the highway in about 55 degree temperatures, with your climate control set to 73 degrees auto. This is one of the more efficient EVs. I'd definitely like to try it at a higher temperature. I'd like to try it at a lower temperature. So anytime we get EVs back, we will put them through this test and see what sort of results we see. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button. Check out our other content, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.